Grace, pick up the phone!
Huh? Adam, what's going on? I'm on the bus right now, so I can't talk. Can you message me?
You're on the bus? Not at home? You're out of the house right now?
Yeah, I'm on my way home from the gynecologist. It'll be arriving at F Station, the last stop, real soon.
No, you can't go to the train station! Abort! Abort! You have to get off the bus now!
Huh?
Pull the stop cord! Have the driver stop where you are now and get off as soon as possible! After that, you need to escape to your parents' house!
Huh? My parents' house? Escape? It would take me an hour to get to my parents' place from here. But in any case, it still involves going to F Station.
No, you can't get on the train!
But our baby's due this month, and I'm way too pregnant to be driving myself.
Get a taxi!
What? I don't have anywhere near enough money in my purse to afford a taxi journey that far.
Leave it to me. I'm gonna call your parents. I'll tell them to expect you, have them pay the fare, then give them back the money myself later. Please, Grace, you have to listen to me!
But Adam, you said escape. What does that mean? Why are you in such a panic? You're scaring me, babe.
My mom found our new address!
What?
I got a call from my brother. One of our loose-lipped relatives carelessly said more than she should have, and now my mom knows where we live again!
I pulled the stop cord and got off the bus early.
Good. Now you have to get a taxi! Do not get on the train, whatever you do! And don't go anywhere near the house! It's compromised now!
Got it. Hello, Grace. It's been a while. This is Adam's mother, Barbara. Huh? Barbara? That's weird. I could have sworn I blocked you. Aha! So you did. I knew it. I didn't want to believe you'd do such a thing, but no matter how many messages I sent, there is no red mark and not a single reply. You've got some nerve to block your own mother-in-law. Just who do you think you are, young lady? Do you have any idea how much trouble I had to go through to change my number? I had to buy a new phone. Did you forget that me and Adam said we didn't want you in our lives anymore and broke off all contact with you? Of course I didn't. However, I never agreed to it in the first place, which is why I still fully intend to be part of your lives. I see. So I suppose that means what me and your son want is irrelevant then? I'm the one who asked the question here. Oh yes, that reminds me. I heard you're pregnant, is that true? And you're a month out now? Girl or boy? Why would we have any obligation to divulge that kind of personal information to someone we cut out of our lives and broke off all contact with? So you don't want to tell me. That can only mean one thing. It's a girl, isn't it? Excuse me? If it really is a girl, you'll be putting it up for adoption. Adoption? Not only that, you'll also be divorcing that good-for-nothing Adam and marrying my eldest son, Cedric, instead. What? Think about it. It's in your best interest to spend your life with my eldest son, Cedric. He'd give you a far better life than anything my failure of a second son, Adam, could provide you with. But good grief, young lady. Will you make sure you at least produce a boy this time? In any case, my Cedric is brilliant. So, it'll most likely be a boy if he's the dad anyway. What the hell are you talking about, Barbara? You're nuts! A baby's gender isn't exactly something you can control, is it? Besides, I'm Adam's wife. Why would I marry Cedric? I don't need to listen to the misinformed whining of a lowly bride. Know your place in this family. Anyway, I'm on the train at the moment. I'm on my way to see you as we speak. I'll be at your house before long, so the three of us are going to be reunited very soon. I'll be living with you until the birth. While I'm there, we'll be making the preparations for the divorce with Adam and your subsequent remarriage with my brilliant Cedric. This conversation went so far off the deep end, I don't even know what to say anymore. That's fine. Your input isn't required. All you have to do is obey me, your mother-in-law, your superior, and the matriarch of this family. Be a good girl for me, okay, Grace? We'll be speaking again soon. Adam, I'm in the taxi now.
Grace, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I managed to dip out of the office early, so I'm on my way to your parents' house myself now, too.
That's good news. Are you driving?
I noticed your message as I was slowing down for some traffic lights, so I pulled into a nearby convenience store car park to reply. You didn't run into my mom, did you? You didn't run into my mom, did you?
No. But I think it was a seriously close call.
Huh? How do you mean?
She sent me a bunch of messages just now.
Seriously? Didn't you have her blocked?
I did, but apparently she bought a new phone and changed her number so she could message me again.
She really will stop at nothing. What did she say?
Where do I even begin? Well, firstly, she thinks she's living with us until the baby is born. Oh yeah, and she also says I'll be divorcing you and marrying your brother instead.
What?
That's not even the last of it. She said if the baby's a girl, we have to put her up for adoption.
Oh my god, has she lost her mind? I thought having her blocked all these years might make her reflect on her behavior for a change, but if anything, she got worse. I'm so sorry for all this, Grace. To think this is all going on at such an important time, you already have enough on your plate without having this crap to deal with.
I'm fine, really. Thanks to your quick thinking, I was able to change course before running into your mother. If not for your message, God knows what kind of mess I'd be in now.
I'm just pleased it got to you in time. I really am sorry.
It's fine, honey. Thanks for looking out for me. It really means a lot. Grace, I'm not happy with you. Pretending to be out? Seriously? What grown woman behaves like this? Come to the front door and let me in now. I'm well aware this is yours and Adam's apartment. You can't run anymore and you can't hide. Hey, are you listening to me? Let me in. I'm not going anywhere until you let me in. So you may as well just be an adult about this. Come out and face the music.
Mom, long time no see.
Is that Adam?
Please tell me you're not still in front of our apartment.
What do you mean? Of course I am. I intend to wait here patiently until Grace lets me in. And believe me, I can be very patient when I need to be.
Listen, here's the thing. Grace isn't there.
Huh?
Come on, Mom. You must have been there, what, over an hour by now? Did it not occur to you that we might be out?
Don't talk such nonsense. It's only natural that your wife would wait at home to make the necessary preparations to entertain me, your mother, her superior, and the matriarch of this family. On the occasion of our reunion, no less. Not only that, but I heard she's due to give birth this month. You can't expect me to believe she's going out, gallivanting in the distant lands while 8 months pregnant. No, she's probably in there now trying not to make any noise. The coward!
No, she really isn't there, so you're wasting your time.
Good grief. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That girl needs to have more awareness of her duties as a wife if she's going to be part of the family. She needs to be retrained when she marries Cedric. We can't have him having to put up with the same slovenly behavior that you do.
Yeah, Grace told me all about these weird ideas of yours. The problem is, Cedric has no intention of marrying her.
Oh, you do say some moronic things sometimes, Adam. He normally has no interest in women, but he's always so very kind to her. I've never seen him that way with a girl before. That can only mean one thing. He likes her. It's my job as a mother to make the eldest son happy, which means the two of them have to get married. It's the only thing for it.
I guess that means my happiness is irrelevant because I'm the second son then? That's a very you thing to say, Mom. I see you haven't changed a bit. One thing you don't seem to be aware of, though, is that it was Cedric who introduced me and Grace in the first place.
Huh? It was?
She's a longtime friend of Cedric's girlfriend.
What? Cedric? Girlfriend? My Cedric had a girlfriend?
Has. They're still together. They were childhood sweethearts. They met in high school, so they've been together well over 10 years now.
Well, this is the first I've heard of it.
That's probably because he didn't tell you.
Why not? I'm his mother.
Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Cedric isn't at your house anymore. He moved out today.
He did what?
You have no idea how long he's been biding his time, waiting for the day he could finally escape from your tyrannical clutches. which is why he's been making preparations to move out in secret, waiting for his chance to win his freedom once and for all. He saw how distracted you were by your mission to track down me and Grace, and knew he had to go for it now or never. He made his move the moment I sent him word of Grace making it out safely, and he won't be looking back. Remember how he switched to remote work a little while back? That was all to minimize the amount of ties he had to the local area so as to make Operation Escape the Mad Dictator go as smoothly as possible. And guess what? It looks like it did!
Oh my god, this can't be! Cedric's my eldest son! It's his duty to protect this family! And what about when I get old? Who's gonna look after me? Do you expect me to go into a home?
It's funny how you say, this family, as if it actually means anything anymore. You're all alone in the world because of the way you treat people, Mom. You no longer have a family. If you want to chase him, chase him. Grace and I won't be telling you where he's going, though.
Apparently, my mother-in-law left immediately after that. According to one of the neighbors, she showed up and rang the doorbell for over an hour. While taking her phone out and typing like a woman possessed in between buzzes, her expression becoming increasingly contorted all the while. But then, her expression suddenly turned to one of blank amazement while staring at the screen, after which point she immediately left in a panic. Hopefully she'll get the message and leave us alone now. But just to be on the safe side, we quickly sold the apartment and moved away. Cedric, my stepbrother, finally married his childhood sweetheart girlfriend. Later on, they got some news that his wife would be transferred overseas for work, and Cedric plans on going with her. That was the story of my mother-in-law, whose attitude towards her family was so despicable she got disowned by her own sons. With my father-in-law no longer with us, it's basically guaranteed that she'll be spending her retirement alone now. I can't deny that I do feel a little sorry for her about that, but since she still poses just as much of a threat to our family as ever, it can't be helped. Me and Adam definitely have no intention of helping her after everything she did to us.
Hey, Shiloh. It's been such a long time. How have you been, sweetie? Is little Tommy okay? Huh? Is this Allison? Bryce from kindergarten's mom, right? Hey, long time no see. It must have been, what, over 10 months since our kids left kindergarten? Feels like forever.
I know, right? Time sure does fly, huh? Anyway, did you see all the snow?
The snow? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I did hear something about some snow. Is there a lot?
Now that you mention it, what the hell? There's tons of the stuff.
Sorry, I only heard about it through a friend, so I can't exactly say I've seen it.
Come on, Shiloh. You're not some hermit shut-in who lives under a rock, are you?
Well, I'm not, but I do work remotely, which means I probably spend a lot more time at home than the average person. Actually, I always have to remind myself how important it is to go outside every now and then for the sake of my health. Fresh air is essential.
Exactly. Especially for children. They're creatures of the outdoors. You really should be careful not to keep that little Tommy indoors too much. He's small enough as it is without having a vitamin D deficiency to deal with, too.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, let's get down to business. Today's the first major snowfall we've had around here in years. It's been falling non-stop, and it's piling up like you wouldn't believe. Which is why we're having a snowball fight tomorrow morning.
Oh, really? That sounds like a blast.
Right? We'll be borrowing your backyard for the venue.
Huh? Excuse me? My backyard?
Yes, it's so big that you even have a doggy play area and some soccer goals for the kids. Isn't that right? We could probably throw snowballs all day with a small army of us and still never run out of ammo.
Maybe so, back when we actually lived there. But we moved out a while ago.
Oh, you did? Oh, well, it's not like that really matters.
Of course it matters. How could it not matter when it's not my house anymore? You have to get permission from the new owner first.
The new owner? Fine. Go ahead and let your husband know then.
What? What does my husband have to do with anything? He doesn't live there anymore either. You need permission from the actual owner. enough of this. I have more important things to attend to. But I just want to say a big thanks, Shiloh. We're all so excited for tomorrow. Toodles! No, Allison, wait. What the heck? Are you serious? You still seem to think we live there despite me having told you we don't. Are you gonna show up at my old house in the morning? We moved a few months back when my daughter graduated kindergarten, which means it doesn't belong to us anymore. It has a new owner, and you can't just invite yourself into their yard for a snowball fight. You can ask for mine and my husband's permission till the cows come home. But since we no longer have anything to do with the place, you're wasting your time. Please at least make sure you knock on their door first and see how they feel about this. You aren't even reading my messages. Anyway, asking me for permission to use a yard that no longer belongs to me is meaningless. Please read these messages before you go and do something you regret. Hey sis, good evening. Sorry to message you so late. Are you free right now? Hey Shiloh, sure, what's up? Sorry to be a burden, but I was wondering if you wouldn't mind checking something for me. I need confirmation on something. Confirmation? What is it? It's about mine and Stewie's old house. Do you know whether there's someone new living there yet? You mean like, did someone else move in? I'm not really sure. I don't tend to go to that part of town anymore, so it's hard to say. I've probably been there twice at most since you moved out all those months back. And I'm sorry to say, but I wasn't really paying attention to your old house. Okay, that's fair enough. Anyway, what's all this about? Did you leave something behind? No, it's not that. Here's the thing. The mom of one of the boys from Tommy's class back in kindergarten has taken it upon herself to arrange a snowball fight in the yard of my old house under the assumption that it still belongs to me. What? People actually do that kind of thing? She's absolutely convinced that we still live there. I tried my best to explain that we don't, but she stopped responding to my messages, and I'm concerned she's gonna get herself and her whole family in trouble. Oh dear. Her name's Allison, and her son's called Bryce. He was friends with my Tommy in kindergarten. She always had a reputation for being a bit of a trouble causer back then. I did my best not to let myself get too involved with her at the time, and ironically, we didn't have any problems back when our kids actually played together most days. Who would have thought she'd be causing me this much hassle 10 months down the line after moving house? My husband just got back from work. He passes through that area most days on his ways to the office, so maybe he'll know something we don't. Give me a minute. I'm gonna go ask him. Okay, thanks. Hey, sorry I kept you waiting. So what did he say? As far as he can tell, the house is still empty. So no one else moved in yet then? He said he can't say for definite, but he says it always seems to be locked. The curtains are always closed, and he doesn't get the feeling people are living there. I see. But in that case, I wonder if that means it's being managed by the real estate agent. Besides, the fence is pretty high, so I doubt anyone could get in without going to some serious effort. Yeah, I think you're right on both points. How about getting in touch with the real estate agent just in case? Good idea. I'll give them a call as soon as they open tomorrow morning. Thanks, sis. I'm really sorry to message you this late. I know you have to be up early for work. Don't be silly. I'm happy to help, Shiloh. Hopefully we can prevent this crazy Allison woman from doing anything illegal. Speak later. See ya, sis. Thanks a bunch. Sweet dreams.
Shiloh, answer your phone! Would you mind explaining what on earth is going on here? Some strange family I've never seen before came out of nowhere and started yelling at us. They asked us what we were doing in their yard and threatened to call the police.
Good morning, Allison. It would appear you're in quite the mess, huh?
You don't say, Captain Obvious. What's going on? Explain now.
How many times did I tell you that it was no good getting permission from me because it's not my house anymore?
I don't know anything about that. It's the first I've heard of it. Who were those people? Oh my god, the police are here. They actually called them.
For the time being, I think it's probably best you focus on the predicament you're in. Good luck.
Wait, Shiloh, please tell me why this is happening. Shiloh, how could you do this to me? Why didn't you tell me you'd moved out? You knew me and my family planned on showing up at your old house for a snowball fight, and you just let me! Shiloh, I'm talking to you! Woman, answer me!
Hi again, Allison. I just got off the phone with the real estate agent. They told me everything. About how you showed up first thing in the morning with your own ladder and climbed over the tall fence very clearly designed to keep out intruders, before undoing the locks from the inside and letting in, as you put it before, a small army of your friends and family. Next, as if running around tossing snowballs at each other on someone else's property wasn't enough, you decided to light a bonfire on their lawn and roast marshmallows for everyone while you were at it. Then, the family scheduled to move in today arrived amidst the chaos. They were so horrified when they saw a gang of complete strangers running around like lunatics in their new yard that they reported you to the police. You know what you did is called, don't you, Allison? Trespassing.
Like I already told you, I had no idea. It's your fault for not telling me in the first place. How was I supposed to know? Do you think I'm psychic?
You don't need to be able to bend spoons with your mind to read my messages. I told you enough times.
No, you did not!
Why don't you try looking through our chat history then? Scroll through yesterday's messages and you'll see it's all there. I didn't just tell you once either.
Oh my god, I didn't see that yesterday! I stopped reading them before you told me the important bits! Why didn't you mention it earlier? What you did was as good as not telling me!
Don't be so ridiculous. What else could I do? Do you have no concept of personal responsibility? You illegally entered someone's property after I told you very clearly you'd be doing just that. Then, you stopped reading my messages, which would have prevented you from being arrested today because you had, quote, more important things to attend to.
Enough of your harping on! Do something! Get me out of this mess! I don't want to get arrested!
Do something? What could I possibly do for you?
My husband just told me he's divorcing me!
Wow, that escalated quickly.
He threatened to divorce me just last month if I ever did anything to cause him trouble again!
Wow, last month? Really? So you knew you were on thin ice and you did this anyway? You were so committed to your illegal snowball fight that you were willing to throw away your marriage over it? I hope the marshmallows were tasty at least.
I never knew this would happen. I just thought it would be a fun day for the kids.
I actually thought you'd take responsibility when you read my messages and realized what you'd done. How foolish of me. It would appear you're delusional beyond help.
How horrible.
Isn't this the natural conclusion of you completely disregarding my warnings? How am I horrible? I tried to prevent this.
I'm begging you. Please convince my husband.
Convince him of what?
Tell him I have permission to use the yard, please.
For the 7 millionth time, me and my family moved out of that house months ago, which means asking us for permission to use the yard is meaningless.
Why?
Because it belongs to the family who just called the police on you.
Please just do something. This isn't a joke. I could be in serious trouble here.
Clean up the mess you made yourself. You thought you'd spend today roasting marshmallows, but it turns out the only one getting roasted is you.
Ah!
To give a brief summary on what happened to Allison after the whole trespassing incident, compensation for the total wrecking of that poor family's new yard, among other things, was settled out of court with Allison's husband, who very kindly agreed to lend his wife the money. However, he was absolutely furious, and he'd already filed for a divorce before the day was up. Citing her dangerous antisocial behavior, the judge deemed Allison to be unfit to have custody of their son, and so Bryce went to live with her husband. Afterwards, she did try moving back in with her parents, but apparently they'd already received word of what happened through several relatives, also furious, who she took along that day, completely unaware that they were breaking the law. As a result, no one in her family, parents, siblings, even distant relatives, wanted anything further to do with her. Naturally, in her mind, I was the one responsible for all of this. And I got several threatening messages demanding I pay her compensation to make up for it. Isn't the block feature just the best? Last I heard, she's currently working like a dog to keep up with the compensation she owes for wrecking the yard and the child support she owes her ex-husband. Can you imagine a bigger nuisance than her? It's hard to believe she's actually a real person. I learn something new about the world every day.
Hey, Terry, are you there? You do realize that this is my parents' home. We're already divorced, so I want you out of there ASAP. How much longer do you plan to stay? I want you out. You've practically taken over the living room. Are you out of your mind? The place looks like a total pigsty.
Is it you again, Erica? Why you keep on harping on and on about that? For your information, I do not plan on leaving.
Why not?
Because Mom said so. She said that once you get married, the wife provides everything to the husband. That's apparently the accepted practice. So, even though we are divorced, you were once my wife, and everything you own has been transferred to me.
Are you nuts? I've never heard such hogwash in my life. Did your mom grow up in the Middle Ages or something? Besides, this is not my house. It's my parents' place. They've got nothing to do with your hokey-pokey beliefs.
I'm gonna say this one more time. Once we're married, what's yours becomes mine, even if we're divorced. Therefore, the house now belongs to me. I want you out of my house ASAP, you parasite.
Parasite? Have you totally lost it, Terry?
You're an unwelcome bug. Where'd I put that bug spray? I really should have this whole house fumigated.
Terry, you've totally gone wacko. You really should see a doctor. Just get the hell out of my house, please.
That's my line. Leave, would you please? For God's sake. Besides, the baseball game's about to start. Okay, that's enough texting for today. I'm gonna crack open a nice cold beer and enjoy this game. So, get lost. Please, just pack your bags and do a vanishing act, would you?
Terry, come on, this is nuts. Terry, are you there? Answer me for God's sake. I just got home from work and my keys don't work. Did you go and change the locks?
Hey, back from work so early?
You didn't, did you? Change the damn locks?
That's right, I changed them. You just wouldn't listen to me, so I took drastic measures. It was the only way to keep you out.
Man, you've really gone too far.
How many times do I have to keep repeating myself? This is my house!
And how many times do I have to keep denying it? This is my parents' house. And also, I just saw our nameplate outside. Did you really use a magic marker to scratch out my name? You've gone completely unglued. What else can I say?
Well, that's about all I could do for now. I'll have a proper one made later. Just the first step towards establishing my ground.
You have no legal right to be doing this. You do realize that, right? Just open this damn door.
No, can't do. This is my house, remember? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it, but my mom is also moving in next month.
Excuse me? What?
I had no choice but to kick you out. You're like a stubborn stain that just won't come off. I need a super strong detergent to get that darn stain off and for good.
are you trying to take over this house?
Like I said, this is my home. I'm not trying to take it over. It's already mine. If you have nothing else, please get lost.
Terry, you're going to regret this.
Finally gave up, I see. Now I can finally relax. May as well crack open another beer. Stay the hell out of my house.
Hey, Jim, could you put me up for the night?
Huh? Is that you, Erica? What's up, sis?
Actually, it may not be just tonight. Maybe a bit longer.
Yeah, no problem, but why? What's wrong? Got a long drive ahead of you, though. From there, it'll take at least an hour.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you directly anyway.
Yeah? Talk to me about what?
Terry just commanded her house.
Huh? What do you mean, commandeer? Do you mean like he confiscated it or something?
Yup, that's exactly right. Just took it over as if it were his. He even changed the lock to the front door.
You're talking about Mom and Dad's place, right? I know Mom and Dad asked you to take care of the place while they were gone. You work nearby, don't you? You're talking about that house, right?
Yes, that's right. It's only been 3 days since we got divorced, but he just won't leave. Says it's his place now. He even said his mom is moving in next month. Can you believe it? Right after the divorce went through, I demanded that he leave, but he was persistent. Just wouldn't budge. I've been pleading with him to leave for 3 days straight. I had an important business meeting today, so I was out all day. But when I got home, the door was locked and I couldn't get into my own home.
Man, I can't believe he went to all the trouble of changing the lock.
I know, he's totally bonkers. I was going to call the cops, but I didn't want to cause a big scene, so late at night, you know the Dawsons next door, right? Well, they just had a baby a few weeks ago, so I decided not to cause a ruckus. For now at least, and decided to contact you. Sorry about this.
Don't worry about it. But why would Terry be so adamant about staying at the house? Why not just move to his parents' place or something? He's the one who wanted a divorce. He should be the one to leave.
Yeah, well, I think it's his mother. Probably filling his head with all kinds of nonsense. Apparently, she told him that even if we get divorced, everything I own becomes his. I can't understand that logic, of course.
So, he got into his head that the house is his. I haven't talked to you about your personal matters much, but as far as I've heard, the reason you divorced was something to do with Terry's mother being a real pain in the ass, nitpicking about everything you did, and the fact that Terry never really stuck up for you and always took his mother's side.
I never thought it would escalate to this after the divorce went through. I mean, who would have imagined?
How about all your stuff? What happened to everything?
Yeah, about that. I got most of my valuables like jewelry and cash, but there was a bunch of other stuff that I had to leave behind.
Oh, that's too bad. Anyway, no problem staying here with me. Come on over and we'll have dinner ready for you. We can talk more then.
Thanks, Jim. I knew I could rely on my big brother.
We need to sit down and discuss plans to get that house back. Maybe we should give Dad a call.
Huh? Call Dad? But he's way across the state.
Yeah, I heard he'll be in the next county over for a business meeting tomorrow. He said it's like an hour or two drive. If we explain the situation, I'm sure he'll rush over to help us.
Really? If Dad were here, things would go a lot smoother. After all, it's his property.
Okay, it's all set then. I'll call Dad right away and you get your little butt down here.
Jim!
Just kidding. Be careful driving down here.
Okay, thanks, big brother. Hey, Terry, are you there? You will be leaving that house today. Mark my words.
Oh, come on! Not you again! What the hell do you want? I thought we settled this yesterday. You're really hell-bent on getting this house back, aren't you?
You're really hell-bent on squatting. I know why you're squatting in my house. You got fired from your job and can't rent a place, right?
Huh? Where'd you hear that?
And the reason why you can't go to your mom's apartment? It seems she's heavily in debt and can't pay the rent this month. So she's getting kicked out.
Who the hell told you all that?
Your friend. The one who took my side during the divorce hearings. He did a little checking for me.
Randy! I knew that guy since high school. How can he do this to me?
Yeah, Randy. He's a way better person than you. He was shocked how you treated me. He told me everything. So you and your mom have nowhere to live. So you decide to take over my parents' house. Do you really think such a preposterous scheme would really work?
Of course it will work. This place is already mine. The only people that have the right to live here are me and my mom. My wife's stuff is my stuff, ex or otherwise. Get that through your head. This house is mine. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's settled.
This is our home, buddy.
Huh? Who is this?
Hey, it's been a while, hasn't it, Terry? You remember me. Jim, Erica's older brother.
Jim? What the hell do you want?
Just helping out my little sister.
This has nothing to do with you.
I don't have your line ID, so I'm using Erica's phone. I hope you don't mind.
You're not here with Erica, are you?
Yeah, I am. Along with my father.
Your father's here too?
Now, why wouldn't he be here? After all, it's his property. He owns the land. And the house itself, that's in my name.
Seriously? I thought the house and land was in Erica's name.
Yeah, it's her family home, but she doesn't own it legally. We do.
She never told me that.
My father and I live and work over in another county, so obviously we can't live there. Then you and Erica got married and simply started living there on our behalf. She worked nearby, so we didn't mind. Besides, it was great to have someone looking after the house for us. We're not living there now, but we eventually plan to return. It's our family home after all, and we plan to keep it that way.
But...
You must have figured you could just take over the place since we weren't living there.
Well, I was just trying to... Alright then. How about this? I'll get back together with Erica.
Excuse me? Are you saying you guys are gonna get married again? The divorce just went through 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah, well, it happens a lot, right? Just a difference of opinion, but we still love each other. We'll invite my mom and we can live as one big happy family. Problem solved.
I heard the reason you guys got a divorce was because of your mom. She really did a number on Erica. Drove her nuts, I hear.
Huh? No. My mom never.
And you never had her back. Always sticking up for your mom. Must have been really lonely to have no one to comfort her. So I don't see why she would want to remarry a mama's boy like you. I mean, really? She would be nuts to even consider it.
Yo, well, that's me and Erica's problem. We'll work it out.
All right then. Why don't we meet? You, me, and my dad. Let's talk this out and come to some sort of agreement. What do you say?
Huh? Meet? In person? Where?
My dad had the locksmith open the back door.
Huh? A locksmith? Back door?
You're gonna need some talking to about personal property, my friend. You know what? Actually, now that you guys are divorced, we could call the cops. You know, report an intruder. You could get shot.
Please. No cops.
This locksmith guy is good. We're coming in.
Please. We can do this later. I have some errands to run right now, so... Erica! Are you there? Please, help me!
What do you want?
Your brother and your dad, they're making me work at some work site.
Oh, yeah.
I figured it would turn out this way. I hear it's a live-in job, and your mom can join you. Sounds pretty good if you ask me. I mean, you guys had no job or a place to live. Worked out perfectly. You should be grateful to my brother and my dad. They did you a favor.
Are you kidding me? This ain't no favor! I'd rather be jobless and homeless than do this crap! You really think my mom and I are happy working at Gonzo Sanitation Services?
My brother and dad pulled some strings to get you guys that live-in job. I wish you would show some appreciation.
But we can't work there, of all places!
Come on, don't be such a wimp. You'll get used to it in no time. It may be hard for a while, but just think. Someday you'll grow to love that job. Good luck.
Don't give me that good luck crap! Why the hell did you even bring your brother and dad to the house anyway? Why couldn't you leave things as it were? Everything was going just great. All you had to do was keep your mouth shut, hand over the house to me. Nobody would have been the wiser. But you had to blab about this to your brother and your dad.
What's wrong with you? Do you still not understand?
What are you talking about?
The house. It's in my brother and father's name. It's not mine, and it's certainly not yours. Get that through your dim-witted head of yours, would you? I'm sick of repeating myself. Even if I simply said, okay, Terry, I'll give you the house. Do you really think that would pass? I could point at the house next door and say, that's yours. Would that make it yours? Same thing.
Yeah, well...
You really need to catch up on some basic rules of society for God's sake. Well, you got plenty of time to think it over with your mom. Good luck.
Hold on a sec, Erica.
So long, Terry. Have a good life.
Please, Erica, don't abandon me!
Terry was texting me like that while packing up his stuff. My brother and my dad kept an eye on him while he got ready. They obviously suspected he was texting me, trying to get me to reconsider. I gave my brother the text exchange later on, and he handed the transcript to Terry's new boss, who used it as future reference. As part of his employee training, I suppose. As for Terry's mom, she had accumulated considerable debt. I hear she's working hard to pay that off by working double shifts as part of the road crew. Oh, and my father had several cases of expensive craft beer that he had collected and stored in the fridge down in the cellar. When he found out that practically all of it was gone, he went ballistic. He had even ordered several cases from Europe, some rare, hard-to-get brand. Some of it was very rare, irreplaceable, I heard. It was all valued at more than $10,000. Terry was utterly shocked to get the bill. He figured it was just your usual Bud Light. All I could do was shake my head in disbelief.
Ken, do you have some time right now? I really need to ask for a favor from you right now.
Of course. What's up?
I just got invited to go have some coffee with a friend of mine, but Anne needs to be picked up from daycare at 3 p.m. So I was wondering if you could please go pick her up instead of me. Is that fine?
You're gonna go right now? Wish you could have told me yesterday, though.
Sorry about the sudden notice, but they're an old friend of mine from uni, and they don't come near here often. They said that they were going home tomorrow, so that's my last chance to see them in a while. Please.
I didn't know you still talk to your uni friends.
Yeah, they're one of the few that I still talk to. So what do you say?
I mean, as long as you can come home by dinner time. Can you do that for me?
Oh, of course I can. Wait, but can you please do the cooking for tonight? I probably won't be back until the time we usually eat dinner together, so I don't want to keep you two waiting.
All right, I'll cook for tonight. Just make sure you come home on time.
Sure, honey. Thank you so much for listening to my favors. Can I leave the rest to you then?
All right, just let me know sooner next time. I made sure to finish all my work in advance for today, so I'm sure I won't have any trouble doing those things.
Wow, you're like a psychic, huh? I'll see you later then. Bye-bye.
See you later. Michelle, where are you? It's getting pretty late. Can you come home soon? I'm already done with all the cooking, so we can eat as soon as you get here. You should know how important it is to get home on time today.
Hey, Ken. I'm sorry to say this, but I ended up having a few drinks with my friends, and I came here by car, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to come home tonight. Sorry.
Can't you just come home by bus or something?
Actually, I'm in Houston right now, so it'll take at least a few hours to get back to Austin.
What? Why the hell are you in Houston?
Well, we were just having some coffee at first, but then we got a bit too excited. And we ended up deciding to travel to Houston to get some cupcakes. Isn't it silly? So that's how we ended up having a road trip all the way to Houston. I'm staying at a hotel here tonight, so I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
No, that is not okay. How could you just leave? You should have come home.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. But I just can't leave the car here and go back home, can I? I just need the alcohol to break down and I'll already be on my way home. Look, I'm sorry I took a trip without telling you in advance, but I just wanted to have fun, okay?
This isn't about whether you told me in advance or not. Do you seriously not remember what day it is today?
Today? Oh, is it St. Patrick's Day today?
No, it's Anne's birthday.
Wait, really? That's today?
Yes, that's today.
I just checked my calendar. I think I mistook it as tomorrow. So I thought I would have been fine to make some plans for today. That's why you were asking me to come home by dinner so many times, isn't it?
Yes it is. How could you forget your own daughter's birthday, Michelle?
No, it's not that I forgot her birthday. I was really looking forward to celebrating it with you guys. I just got the date wrong by a day. I swear I had the spirit.
You know what Anne just said to me? She said, we need to wait till Mommy comes home so she can eat with us. Your daughter is waiting for you on an empty stomach because she wants to spend her birthday with you. How could you possibly mess this up?
But me not being able to come back home today was inevitable.
What the hell do you mean inevitable? It isn't normal to suddenly travel for hours and spend the night without letting anyone know about it.
Please just say that I have an emergency today so I can't come home today, and that you'll celebrate for the two of us today.
It's true I can't make you drunk drive. You probably wouldn't be able to come home before midnight anyways. But today was an important day for us, and it was especially important for Anne. Can't just get away with it was inevitable, so celebrate for me.
What do you want me to do then? If there's a way that I can make the situation better, then please tell me. I insist. Her birthday comes around every year anyways. We can celebrate it next year.
You're this close to losing all respect from me.
Look, I'm saying that I'm sorry, okay? My friends are calling me, so I have to go. I'll see you tomorrow. Tell Anne that I love her.
Yeah, right. You have to get your priorities straight.
Good morning, Ken. You're off today, right?
Morning, Allie. Yeah, what's up?
I want to talk to you about something. Do you have a minute?
Sure, what is it?
Are you in Houston with your family right now by any chance?
No. Me and Anne are at home right now. Why?
So it really was just Michelle, huh?
How did you know that Michelle's in Houston? Are you in Houston too?
No, but one of my colleagues at work posted a picture on social media, and I'm pretty sure your wife was on there.
On their account?
Yeah, it's an anonymous account, but everyone knows it's them, judging by the car and clothes that you can see on the pictures in the account.
So they post pictures on their social media while thinking that no one knows it's them. But in reality, everyone's already caught on with it actually being them?
Exactly, and there was a picture of your wife on that account. When that colleague first introduced themselves to me, they told me that they were from the same high school that your wife went to.
Wait a minute. Michelle told me that she was going out with a high school friend yesterday. So she went out with a colleague that works with you, huh?
Wait, wasn't it Anne's birthday yesterday? Why is your wife at Houston while you guys are waiting at home? Shouldn't you three be celebrating together?
Well, that was the plan at first. Michelle left the house saying that she was just going to meet an old friend over some coffee and that she'd be back by dinner. But when I texted her at dinner time, she said she was already in Houston.
What? What about Anne's birthday?
She said that she got a date mixed up with today, so she ended up staying over at Houston for the night.
What kind of mother doesn't remember the day that she gave birth to her own child? You should have forced her to come home right then and there.
I really wish I could have done that. She was already drunk by the time I gave her a text that dinner was ready. And she said that she needed to go because her friends were calling her as we were texting, so she left before I could say anything. I haven't heard from her since. I'm pretty sure she's having the time of her life with her friend over in Houston.
That's just upright immoral.
Yeah, you could put it that way. So I ended up calling my parents over so we wouldn't have to celebrate it alone.
I feel so bad for the child. Hey, could I stop by your house later?
I mean, I guess, but why?
I'll get into the details once I get there. But the colleague that I was talking about earlier is actually a guy.
What?
Sorry for being so late, honey. We're resting at a restaurant by the highway right now. I'm on my way home. But the roads are crowded really badly right now, so I might end up getting home around midnight. Is that okay?
Finally! Why did it take you so long to reply? You've been ignoring my texts since last night. Is it really that difficult to just give a text once in a while?
I said I'm sorry. Jeez. The friend I'm with is super talkative. They've been talking nonstop for the past day. I can't just ignore them, so I have to stay off my phone and keep talking to them, you know.
Can't you reply while listening?
I'm a bad multitasker. I can't do both of those things at once, and you know it, honey.
Sure.
I brought you and Allie some souvenirs, by the way. I was really sorry about the whole birthday thing, so I bought some snacks that kind of resemble a cake. I'm sure you two will love it.
Okay.
Are you mad? Really?
Wouldn't it be more unnatural not to be mad? After everything you've done in the past 2 days? Really?
I told you that I was sorry so many times. I actually am sorry. Look, I'll buy Allie anything she wants out of my own wallet. That's how sorry I am.
Nope, there's no need for that anymore.
Huh? Why not? I haven't given her a present yet.
I'll give you a hint. Have you checked the social media of the person you went to Houston with yet?
Social media? No, I don't really check it that often since I don't have any of the apps. It just takes up too much of your time, you know.
All right.
What are you trying to say? What about social media? What's this? Where'd you get it?
I just got it from the social media of the friend you went to Houston with. You should have told me your friend was a guy, you know. You know what the caption on this post said? It's hilarious. It said, "On a trip with my girl. Reunited at a high school reunion a while ago. 2 years ago, on this day, Michelle and I became soulmates. Cheers to our future. I love you." You were seeing this dude for 2 years already, huh? And you met on the birthday of our daughter. The contradiction is almost funny, really. I guess our whole marriage is a joke. And I guess I was a clown for marrying you.
Why is that on social media for everyone to see?
Apparently he was trying to keep the whole thing anonymous.
Why would he post this? Of course everyone's gonna find out. And how did you know who he is?
Well, your friend, aka the man you cheated on me with, is the colleague of my sister. So she outed him, and I ended up finding out about the whole thing. Surprise!
What kind of coincidence is that?
God can be cruel at times, can't he? My sister knew about the account of the guy. She came all the way over to my house just so I could affirm that it was actually you in the picture.
I can't believe it!
She told me that her workplace always hires from the same high schools and universities every single year. So although she joined the company through a regular process, your friend joined from one of the high schools the company regularly hires from. How unlucky, huh?
I guess there's no point in hiding it anymore then. Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Really? Don't you have anything more to say?
You're just gonna divorce me no matter what I say, right? Then I'm not gonna fight it. Just make the whole process quick, please. Besides, if I get divorced with you, then I'll be able to marry the man I actually love. I've been holding myself back for so long. I'm finally free from you.
Isn't the other guy married too? You sure it's gonna go as smoothly as you expected to go?
I know, but it'll all work out. He even told me a few days ago that he would divorce his wife to marry me, so I'm well off.
Are you sure?
Yes. He said he's becoming the boss at his location of the company starting next year. Imagine how much more he's going to be making than you. The quality of my living is going to go up as soon as I leave you. What's the point in staying with you? If anything, this is the best thing that's happened to me in my life. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
All I have to say to you right now is, don't celebrate too soon. Because it won't go as intended in most cases.
Why would you know how this is going to go? Everything about this whole thing is screaming that I'll have a happier life as soon as we get a divorce. Wait, are you trying to stop me from divorcing you? Well, I'm sorry, but it just won't work out with you knowing about all of this. And I know I'll probably end up getting the rights to raising Allie, since you're so busy working, but it'll be all right.
I'm actually not worried about any of those things. And I'm glad to send you out to some other guy. I don't need you anymore either.
What did you just say?
I was gonna tell this to you sooner or later, but my sister just started living with the son of the owner of her company. They've actually been dating for a few years now.
Really?
Yep. And your new boyfriend works at the same company. So I'm guessing that even you could figure out what's gonna happen next, right?
Wait, don't do this! Please, my whole life depends on this!
Too late. My sister told the news to her boyfriend, and the boyfriend told the company owner all about it already. They got into a lot more detail than I expected. Apparently, they searched the whole situation around noon today. They found you and your boyfriend having some fun in the company-owned car during working hours on the dash cam.
This can't be happening!
This was obviously against company rules. So your boyfriend was called out by the CEO. Apparently the plans about him becoming the boss is gone and he got demoted.
How could you do this?
I heard that your boyfriend's wife also works at the same place as him and my sister, though she heard all about the news. I'm pretty sure him and his wife are having a very serious talk right now too. Man, you two are causing a whole lot of people to become miserable. You happy with this?
I never meant to make it into such a big deal.
Whatever. So here's what's gonna happen from now on. I changed the key to our front door, so you're not gonna be able to walk into our house ever again.
What? You can't just do that!
I called your parents and let them know about the whole situation. But don't bother trying to get into our house and go straight to their house, please.
Wait,
I'll be sending all your luggage to that house by mail, so you won't have to come here ever again.
I said wait!
You'll never see me or Anne ever again. So I hope you and your boyfriend have a happy life together. Please contact me through my lawyer from now on. Goodbye.
Wait! Ken, please! At least let me see Allie! Don't go!
Apparently, Michelle actually showed up in front of our house around midnight. She spammed the doorbell for a good while, but we made sure to turn it off before she came. So me and my daughter slept through the commotion like babies. The next day, I received a text from her parents saying that she came over to their house at around 6 a.m. with her eyes puffed up like a goldfish from crying so much. After that, I left all the communication and actions to my lawyer. 2 months later, I was finally able to obtain parental rights for my daughter with the help of my lawyers, and I look forward to making her the happiest girl in the world. On the other hand, I heard that my ex-wife's boyfriend decided to try and reconstruct his relationship with his wife, leaving my ex-wife being unexpectedly abandoned from both me and the boyfriend. Since I wouldn't hold any connections with my ex-wife, her parents got sick of not being able to see Anne anymore, and they ended up kicking her out of the house with no one and nothing left. In the meantime, a rumor had gotten out that she had been cheating on me on the birthday of her daughter, and no one would accept her to work with them, leaving her to move to the town next door, where she works from sunrise to late at night to pay for child support and damages.
Hey, Maria. You okay to talk?
Oh, hey, Cora. Good morning. I just finished cleaning up. I got a bit of time. Can I help you with something?
I know it's a day off and all, but could you babysit Owen today?
Huh? Babysit Owen?
You know, I'm a single mom and all. In order to bring up a child, I have to work, you know. And so my boss, he put an emergency shift. Apparently, someone couldn't make it. He just couldn't find anybody else. Asked me personally. Really hard being in demand all the time.
Right.
Maria, you're a housewife, right? You got time, huh? Sorry. So, I'll bring him over right away.
Sorry, not today. I'm busy.
Huh? Why not?
Well, actually, I found out last month, but I'm pregnant.
Oh, wow, really? So maybe a little brother or sister for little Maya. Congratulations.
Thanks. So, right now, I'm going through stuff. You know, morning sickness. I really can't be babysitting in this condition. I'm really sorry. Could you ask around for someone else?
Okay, I left Owen at the front door. I'll pick him up later. See ya.
Huh? Hold it! I just refused. You understand, right?
Come on, you'll be fine. I mean, you were just cleaning up a second ago, right? If you could do that, no problem taking care of one little kid. Easy peasy.
I was just doing light housework. You know, washing the dishes. Owen's here at the front door.
Yeah, like I said.
I can't do this. Please, come back and pick him up. Please, Cora, pick up. Cora, you left Owen at the front door again. What is this?
Oh, hi, Maria. Yeah, I rang the bell, but there was no answer. So I left him standing at the front door. I have to stay overnight, so I'll pick him up tomorrow night. Hope it's not a bother.
Overnight? You're not serious. I can't keep him.
Come on, he can go to elementary school with Maya. Not a problem, right?
Please take care of your kid yourself. I mean, maybe you should consider after-school daycare service or something?
No way! That would cost way too much. A waste of money. You have your hands free, right, Maria? We should all help each other and save on expenses. It's costly bringing up a child.
I didn't even say I would accept.
Besides, I would be able to stay overnight if I put him in a nursery school. Use your head.
How could you let another person take care of your kid while you go off overnight somewhere? Is this really that important?
Yes, very important. Guess what? I have a boyfriend.
Huh? A boyfriend?
He was also brought up by his mom, so he really understands what a single mother is going through, if you know what I mean. Now, if someone like that would be Owen's dad, wouldn't that be wonderful? So I really have to make this work.
Well, it would seem a lot better if you took Owen with you on such a trip. The three of you could get to know each other better.
The relationship hasn't gone that far yet.
But anyway, I cannot babysit Owen for you. Sorry. So, would you please come and pick him up?
Come on, help me out here.
I really can't.
For now, I really want to make this work between us. So, I'd really appreciate a little help here.
Can't you hear me? I said no. We're not some nursery school, you know.
Okay, so I'll pick him up tomorrow, okay?
Please, Cora.
Hey, Maria. Cora here. Could you please take care of Owen from today? Another overnighter. So I'll pick him up tomorrow night.
Again?
Your morning sickness has gone better, right? So no problem.
It's gotten a little better, but it still doesn't mean I can babysit.
Owen's a quiet kid. No need to worry about him. Besides, it's been 3 weeks that I've been having him stay with you. No problem so far, right?
Yeah, Owen's a good kid for sure. But these overnight romps are getting numerous recently. If you don't get your act together, your ex-husband's not going to be happy about this.
Oh, come on, please. I have complete custody of Owen. You couldn't do a darn thing. Forget that for the moment, but get this. I think he's going to propose to me.
Is that so?
Okay then, I'll pick him up as usual around 8 p.m. See you then. Take good care of Owen for me until then. Hey, Maria, are you there? Did you take Owen out to the local McDonald's or something? Hey, answer me. I'm here to pick up Owen.
Good evening, Cora.
Oh, Maria, finally. Thank you so much. At first it was all complaints, but, well, you're doing just fine. Really, a lifesaver. Thanks.
I didn't babysit him because I wanted to. I mean, did I even have a choice?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and first off, Our house is not some daycare center. Even my normal everyday chores are tough. On top of that, I have to take care of a stranger's kid? Please. Well, I suppose. But you know, even not being pregnant, housework can get taxing. Do you know where Owen plays every day? Huh? Of course. At your place, right? I can understand how you feel, I suppose. But your morning sickness has simmered a bit, right? And unlike a single mother like myself, your home environment is way better than mine. You got it great. You shouldn't be complaining one bit. So, right now, please help me out with my love life. By that I mean take care of Owen for me in the coming months. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Where's Owen?
Not sure. Probably with his dad.
Huh? Come on, Maria. You know that's not possible. You know I got divorced last year. I think he's helping with his family store up north. He lives hours away. How could Owen go to his dad's place?
I think that was only when he was helping out at the main store.
Huh? The main store?
Yes, apparently his sister runs the main store, and he runs the newly opened one nearby.
No, that can't be. My ex-husband? He's back living here?
Yes, the new shop opened at the mall near the highway. He's staying at a residential hotel nearby until the shop gets off the ground.
That mall is like 6 or 7 minutes away from Owen's school.
Yeah, that's about right.
So, Owen is...
Yep, Owen's at your ex-husband's place.
Then that means...
While he prepares for shop opening, he takes the time to play games with him, checks his homework, and makes meals. They seem to be having a lot of fun together. But according to him, he's still cautious about meeting you. It's really not been too long since you guys split up, so... My husband stops by the hotel on his way back from work, picks up Owen, and then you come and pick him up later in the evening. That's been the basic routine.
You're not serious. How long has this been going on?
I guess it's going on 3 weeks now.
That's from the very beginning.
I did tell you how bad my morning sickness was, right? Well, Owen was the one who got in touch with his dad. He was worried about me. Like I said, he's a good kid.
Owen contacted him?
Yes, he has this little good luck charm that he always carries around. It's got his dad's phone number in it.
Huh? His number? In that lucky charm of his? This is the first time I'm hearing that Owen was with his dad the whole time.
Your ex-husband said he contacted your folks about this whole affair.
Huh?
He couldn't very well contact you directly, and besides, you blocked him online, so... He evidently asked your folks for permission to pick up and take care of Owen while you were doing your thing. Your folks apparently gave him permission.
I haven't heard a thing about it. What's going on?
I really don't know the details. I can't answer that.
I can't believe this. What the hell are my folks thinking? It's inconceivable that my child would be put in the care of my ex-husband.
It's not my place to say, but I believe the divorce was not your husband's fault. Am I right? As that was the case, there were no specific rules or restrictions about him meeting Owen.
Owen just wouldn't want to go back to the place. After all, I am his mother. That's why I figured I didn't need any custody restrictions or anything like that. Owen obviously wants to stay with me. I was duped.
Yes, well...
Anyway, I do not appreciate you butting into our affairs. So, where is Owen?
As I said, he's probably with his dad.
Huh? At this time of the evening? Well, according to your explanation, it's about time your husband brought him home, right?
Oh, yes. That was until yesterday.
Huh? Until yesterday?
Yes, I had to go back to my parents' place yesterday.
Which means you're planning to have your baby near your folks' place?
Well, yes and no. We bought a house near them. We're going to be living there.
What? This is the first I'm hearing this.
About us moving? I did line everyone on our school PTA announcement page.
I missed that.
If you check your message history, I'm sure it's there. Please check.
Oh, yeah. Your husband is available, right?
What about my husband?
Your husband is a company man, right? Well, I'm sure he won't be able to just move and commute from that far away.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case, normally.
So, That means you guys will live over there and your husband stays behind and works here. That means I can have your husband take care of Owen in the future. Perfect. Okay, that's all set.
My husband resigned from his company.
Huh? Resigned?
Yes, that's right. He's going to help my folks with the business. Take over someday. So, we'll be one big happy family.
What? You're not serious. Everyone is so darn selfish. Right when things are going great with my new boyfriend, I really can't have Owen interrupting this good thing.
Owen's your son. How could you say such a thing?
Well, it's a fact. It can't be helped. Damn it! I have a trip planned for the next weekend. How are you going to fix this? This is all your fault!
Cora?
What? What is it?
My husband contacted your ex and...
Huh?
He apparently wants to talk to you about laws concerning child neglect.
Huh? Child neglect? Me?
Yes, that seems to be the case.
What the hell is he talking about? I asked you directly, Maria, to take care of Owen. How's that neglect?
Even after I refused you, you just left him standing at the front door.
But
your ex said he wants to talk about custody of Owen one more time. This time with a lawyer present.
Huh?
I believe that your parents have given him permission to proceed. As this is the case, my husband and I no longer want any part of this whole mess. So, please work out the details with your ex-husband. Evidently, Owen's father had been working behind the scenes to get custody of his only son. He just asked to convey exactly what he said. Nothing more, nothing less. After, I heard that he was able to get sole custody of Owen. Apparently, Cora's folks paid a one-time compensation for Owen's future education. About Cora's new boyfriend. Well, he found out about the whole affair and subsequently broke off the relationship. He was apparently aghast at her despicable behavior and told her she was not fit to be a mother. But Cora's parents weren't finished with her. They demanded that she pay the compensation back and made her work day and night to do so. But she has no idea when she finally pays off the debt to her parents, they plan to banish her for good.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.